It's Easter Sunday. I'm going alone. It's Mr. Super Oz. Let's try and keep it upbeat. Gamble Comics put out Volume 1 of Everlasting Survivors all day long. There are limited quantities still available at Etsy.com. This is the Jeff Hicks cover. This is the Nick Crook cover. Very few still exist. They'll never be printed again. There are two new covers coming for the relaunch on Indiegogo. Check out the old videos if you want to see the new art, if you want to see the shirts that are available and the hats. This week is the introduction of comic do's or sometimes comic don'ts. This time, like I said, trying to keep it upbeat, Easter Sunday. Going alone because don't want to interrupt any family time with the regulars. So this week I'm going to talk about potentially my favorite singular comic book to be put out. I'm sure that there are other books that if I tried hard I could say are on par. I really enjoyed Huck, the 6-issue miniseries. I could probably say one of those is my all-time favorite, maybe. Or there are other singular issues that are great books, but to me, when I think of a comic book done right, with just when I open it and until close, just feels like it is the epitome of what is good comic writing. I think of the 1998 release of DC Universe, DC Comics, Legends of the DC Universe, Robin and Superman. It's a book, like I said, it's from 1998. It's the sixth in a anthology, so the each issue comes from a different perspective. The first three were all following Superman, and then the next two followed Wonder Woman, and then in the one that I'll be speaking about today, it follows Robin in Gotham City, and Superman comes to Gotham to stop a criminal who has crossed into Batman's territory. The thing that to me stands out so strongly or speaks so much to what makes the book so strong is the respect that not only Superman gives to Robin, a sidekick character, but the respect that he bestows upon Batman, even though Batman's not in the issue at all. So Superman shows respect to a man who doesn't even appear in Batman, and I find it so wholesome, the idea that the Big Blue Boy Scout or the Man of Steel, whatever nickname you want to give to him, the fact that Superman goes to Robin and asks for his blessing to work in Gotham City. And like I said, the respect that Superman gives to Robin, treats him as equal to Batman. When he's away, he sees Robin as his surrogate as the surrogate defender of Gotham City, and then even Dick Grayson, the Robin of the story. So this is his first time meeting Superman in this telling, and the respect that he reciprocates to Clark or Superman, because he doesn't at this time know Clark Kent is Superman. It's just, it feels right, and there are often times when I read books where it can be entertaining or engaging, but it doesn't have that same emotional resonance to me. Where this book, it has action because they're stopping villains, but more importantly than the action, what it has is heart, where a young person respects his elders, but just as much so, the elder in the room respects the young person back, and it's just a great it's a great feeling to have that mutual a show of solidarity. In some ways, it reminds me of my time in the military, where you get respect when you show respect, and you show respect because you know that you're going to get it in return, and so obviously I don't believe that. Well, I don't know for a fact, but I assume that the military wasn't a thought going into the construction of the story, but to me it just feels very reminiscent of that time, and how that um yeah, you respect what people have put in, no matter uh how different your two perspectives are. Like, a specialist still worked hard for his position militarily, and a sergeant, who has been there longer and done more, they can show that mutual respect to one another, like Superman does give Robin the respect of an equal, and doesn't treat him like less than. So, if you ever get a chance, you're thumbing through those back issues, I strongly recommend picking up Legends of the DC Universe. It ran for 42 issues, and like I said, to me, Legends DC Universe #6, Robin and Superman, one of the best singular floppy comics that you can get. I appreciate you tuning in. If you're watching on Easter Sunday, and if you're watching later, again, I'm glad you're here. This will be a more regular part of the channel, the Comic Do's and Don'ts. We have a few, or I have a few ideas for the don'ts, because I've talked to my friends who have already been on the channel before about things they would like to articulate, and actually talking about it led to the conception of a new channel regular, which will be called Comic Court. So that'll be a new regular segment on the channel, Mr. Super Oz, where I will take one position, another person will take the alternative position, and then we'll have a third judge to figure out who won in Comic Court. So that'll be a fun undertaking when it goes down. And so, like I said, not going to take up too much time. We'll get out of here before 10 minutes. But like I said, stay tuned in. Share this video with your friends, especially your comic book friends, because, like I said, there are still first printings available of the Nick Crook cover of Everlasting Survivors, and there are still first printings available of the Jeff Hicks Everlasting Survivors comic cover. It's a 68-page graphic novel if it's your first time here. Jeff did 53 of the 68 pages, and Nick did the final 15 to tie it up and get it in that nice, beautiful package. 68 pages just felt right, given the history of comics, and how that Giant Size X-Men #1 was 68 pages, and it was the launching point for a whole new thriving period of those characters. And so that's why I went with it. I mean, if I'd wanted, I could have gone 50 or 100, but just 68 felt good for the first outing. And so thanks for tuning in. Next week will be a WWE triple shot for Backlash, the pay-per-view. And after that, we're going to do our first ever non-wrestling triple shot. It'll be Josiah, Brandon, and myself making predictions for what we think will happen, what we want to happen, and a wild card for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So that should be a good time. So obviously I won't be having so much DC stuff on for that video. But like I said, thanks for watching. Share this with your friends. Tell people about Everlasting Survivors. If you haven't read Legends of the DC Universe, pick it up. It's a reasonable price. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.